today's topic is high refresh rate monitors. Are they worth buying? Can you at all notice frame rates higher than 60? There may be many questions, and therefore I'll answer them today. Most of you probably already know what high refresh rate monitors are, but for the ones of you that don't know, they are monitors that can update the image at higher rates. So let's say while a traditional 60Hz monitor is updating its image 60 times per second, a 144Hz monitor is going to update its image 144 times per second. So that is more than double, and this will make the image move more fluently. Now, as that's out of the way, how is it like to play with a 144Hz display? I'm currently doing my gaming on the BenQ XL2420C gaming monitor, and I have to say that it's really smooth. When I hooked up the monitor to my computer for the first time, I immediately noticed that just moving the cursor across the monitor was really smooth, and I could definitely sense the difference. When I jumped in the battlefield, it was pretty smooth as well, and I was pretty surprised at how nice it actually was to game on it. The movements were really nice, aiming got even better, and it was just a better experience overall. And after a full round or two with Battlefield and 144Hz, I tried to switch back to 60Hz, and it felt really choppy, I have to say. And I'm not even joking here, like 60Hz is pretty smooth, and if I were to take a long break from gaming, I probably wouldn't be able to tell 60Hz and 144Hz apart as easily. But right after gaming on 144Hz for a while, and then switching back to 60, it's like a pretty huge difference once your eyes get used to the higher refresh rate. But are high refresh rate monitors worth buying? In my opinion and for my use, they are worth buying. But before you make up your mind, then just keep this in the back of your head. How much will you actually benefit from a high refresh rate monitor? What kinds of games will you be playing? Of course you may use high refresh rate monitors with all games and somewhat take benefit of the higher frames, but some games tend to take more advantage of the frames more than other games. So if you're really into games like Counter-Strike, Battlefield, or you just take all FPS games competitively, then a monitor with a high refresh rate is going to do you good. If you're a really casual gamer though and just like to kick back and play some games that don't really need fast reaction times, then you aren't going to benefit a display like that as much as some other people would. And just to have it mentioned, I'm not saying that only people that play competitive games and FPS games can use a monitor with a higher refresh rate. I'm just trying to get a point across, so yeah, thought I would just let you all know. Also, is the 144Hz really that important to you? Is there maybe something else you should prioritize before buying a monitor like that? And is your PC powerful enough to reach the higher frame rates? Because monitors have hertz, and that basically means that the monitor is able to update the image at 144 times per second. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to game with 144 frames per second, so just keep that in mind. For me, I could justify the purchase as I like to play Battlefield and have a PC that's capable of reaching frame rates that are higher than 60. And I was looking for another monitor at the time anyway, so why not? I decided to pick it up. And real quick before ending the video, there's always that one guy, always, that thinks the human eye cannot see more than 24 frames per second or just some other random number they are thinking of. That myth is false. And that's because the human eye isn't working exactly like a camera lens. Our eyes aren't restricted to a number on a spec sheet. Everything we see goes smoothly, and that's because our eyes aren't updating themselves every 24 or 30 times a second. It's a constant stream of signals being delivered to our brain, and whatever our eyes and brain can't catch or keep up with, it appears as motion blur, and that's also why helicopter rotors often appear as they aren't moving too much. So yeah, science bitch! Now this is the end of the video, and I would just like to thank everyone for watching, and if you liked the video, then please give it a like. If you didn't like the video, then please tell me how I could improve my content and quality of my videos. If you'd like to see more videos from me, then please also consider subscribing, as it helps out a lot and it also motivates me to make more. So yeah, thanks again.